Hi and welcome back to Bookish theories. Today we catch up with Stray Kids, Deadpool and Wolverine to break down the concept and story of CHK Boom. This is the moment Stray Kids' Megaverse and the MCU finally collide, so today I'm giving you a Marvel-based theory that may or may not explain what's going on in the MV. As we already know, Stray Kids will be included in the soundtrack of Deadpool and Wolverine with a track called Slash, but CHK Boom has some interesting Easter eggs just as well. As we see in a second, in fact, the original story told in the MV has some elements that fit both the MCU and the Skis verse. Before we get to that though, I first want to take a look at the lyrics to try and figure out how all of this connects with the fortune cookie concept that we got in the trailer. Some still have a spicy interpretation of the lyrics, and you know what, I kinda see where you're coming from, but I also want to give you a different reading that might fit the overall concept of hate. As a title, CHK Boom refers to the sound of a gun cocking and shooting before hitting the target. The song begins with Felix singing this line, so it's almost like the track itself is the bullet that's about to hit the spot. The song is meant to portray Stray Kids' confidence in always aiming for their goals and hitting the target in a way only they can do. No matter what their goal is, they always succeed in reaching it, not like other people tell them to do, not how they're expected to, but simply by doing it their own way and at their own pace. So far it seems that this method has been successful. Their plan has worked, so much so that winning has become their new regular. They ate the luck, and now they're full with victory, so now their next step is to keep leveling up and aim for the universe while the rest kneel, and this is a bit of a pun here. In the video, Changbin says these lines while he goes to the moon, right? The line ends with Neil Armstrong, and this phrase sounds like Neil Armstrong, which is the first astronaut to ever walk on the moon. With this pun, the implication is that they not only aim for the stars while the others kneel, but also that they plan to reach levels nobody has ever reached before. Stray Kids are like snipers that shoot their goals down one by one. In a reference to Wolfgang, they also refer themselves as Lobos, wolves, that is, as a pack that cannot stop hunting and that will bring chaos everywhere they go. Being loud and chaotic is very much part of their brand at this point, and they intend to keep it that way. They have no intention to destroy cliches, to change themselves, or do anything different, because the success of Stray Kids largely relies on the fact that they are Stray Kids. This is an argument that they also explored in the 8 documentary actually. While preparing for this album, they tried making music that is more mainstream, but they failed. That's not who they are, that's not who they want to be, so they keep doing the music they want and reach their goals with their own style. In the title track, in fact, they say, "I am the owner of my goal, lucky to have me as an owner," which kinda connects us right back to the fortune cookie concept of the trailer. Stray Kids are not only in charge of their goals, they are the owners of themselves and their musical identity, which makes them lucky, yes, but in a self-made type of way. They are responsible for who they are and responsible for creating their own luck. So to answer the question, who ate the luck? Stray Kids did. They are the ones who ate, and in CHK Boom they ate some more. In the MV, the Stray Kids Hot Megaverse join forces with the MCU in a multidimensional serve that includes the cameos of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Now, at the time I'm recording this, the movie is not out just yet, so in case there are some direct parallels between the video and the film, I can always make an update and talk about it then. In the meantime though, even judging from the trailers, I can see that there are some possible callbacks to the franchise, so this is my Marvel theory about the MV. At the beginning, Wolverine opens the video as a special weatherman for CCB News. CCB can be seen as a spoof for the BBC, but in this case, CCB stands for CHK Boom, or as some puts it,
Christian Bang,
As Wolverine pieces out and Ryan complains about the lack of toilet paper on live TV, the headlines already give us some clues about what is going on. According to the breaking news, unique drawings and installations have started to appear on walls and streets all around the world. While this event is spreading, the city of New York is falling into chaos because of that, and even if experts of different fields have gathered to solve this mystery, the cause of this phenomenon is yet to be understood. As the video cuts to Yunjin photobombing the reporter and Lino watching the news while holding a spray can, however, we soon get the sense that Stray Kids themselves are behind this strange event. They're staging a full-on art attack here, and art itself has multiple functions in the video. Like in real life, for instance, spreading art is their goal. They want to leave their mark, literally. They want to bring chaos, they want to be catastrophic, because that's their style and that's how they roll. At the same time though, art is also their weapon, which is why we see Sumi shooting bullets of paint that explode everywhere and color everything. Like in reality, music is their chosen weapon to attack those who hate them and make make people hear their voice. The art in the video is the weapon they use to conquer the city and transform it into their own world. On top of that, in the video we also see them using the painted frames as portals to move around, which means that art is the goal, the weapon they use to reach it, but also the medium they use to spread it to Stray Kids all around the world. I think the way art is portrayed in the video very much reflects the way Stray Kids use their art in reality, but the way they go about it is also very Marvel adjacent, if you will. The weapon used by Sunmin, for instance, looks like a callback to the Time Stick, which is the weapon used by the TVA in the MCU. The TVA is the Time Variance Authority, and it's basically an organization that exists outside time and space, whose goal is to preserve the main timeline and avoid other timelines to be created in the multiverse. The TVA has a pretty big role in the Loki series, but the trailer of Deadpool and Wolverine already confirmed that this organization will also appear in the new movie. If you watch Deadpool 2, then you know that we are already knee deep in the multiverse, with Deadpool quote-unquote fixing the timeline, so that now Deadpool and Wolverine can officially enter the MCU. The entire premise of the film is that the TVA is forcing Wade, now living a happy life, to essentially come out of retirement and join forces with Wolverine to save the world. Wolverine is just as unwilling because in his own world he failed, but between a punch and a kick I'm assuming that he'll come around. Point is that in the film the TVA organization is very much present with their time sticks, and now in CHK Boom we see Stray Kids using a time stick look-alike to spread their chaos in this timeline. Not only that, the frames in the video also act as time doors. These are portals used by the TVA to travel across time, space and different timelines, so it seems that this variant of Stray Kids has similar powers to jump from place to place however they see fit. Since the Deadpool franchise already showed us that several versions of our world are included in the multiverse, my theory is that CHK Boom is yet another timeline among the many that already exist, which also happens to clash with the Stray Kids megaverse because why not? Would this timeline be canon? Probably not, unless Stray Kids end up having a cameo in the movie itself, which is something that Ryan already denied. If he's telling the truth or not, we'll only know when the film comes out, but in the meantime we can still have fun with it and take a look at the universe of CHK Boom. In this timeline, Ryan Reynolds is living a double life where he's both a news anchor and Deadpool in disguise, and when the kids arrive to bring chaos, he knows them, is their friend, and tries to reason with them by talking to the Magne on top. In the video, Ian calls him mid-broadcast, but this conversation doesn't really seem to stop them from taking over. All communications cut and issue an emergency warning, but Stray Kids still manage to conquer NYC at the end. Instead of destroying the timeline like the TVA would, the Stray Kids Variance Authority is taking over it, and now Deadpool wants in. The 828 though aren't looking for any new members at this point, so Ryan takes the L and the video ends. Now, if we want to go even crazier, we can even go as far as to point out that Lino is the only one dressed in green in the video, which may or may not be a reference to Loki. Since the reference to the TVA and Loki is heavily involved with that, maybe in this timeline Lino is a Loki variant, or at the very least meant to be a callback to this connection. I'm saying this because Loki is very much involved in the multiverse. It basically keeps existing because of him, so who knows, maybe Lino wearing green and the members using TVA technology is a bit of a callback to the part of the MCU. To see if there are any other information, we'll have to wait for Deadpool and Wolverine to come out, but in the meantime I want to know all your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please think about liking and subscribing, and as always, thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!